So I think I'm going to start a little bit of a spring cleaning series. This is a cleaning and lifestyle channel after all. Kicking off my spring cleaning with like a surface level clean. When people think of spring cleaning, they think of deep cleaning. But before we can even get to that deep cleaning part of spring cleaning, we need to make sure the surface level is clean so that we're just not putting like more mess and more dirt back on top of the deep cleaning that we're doing. If you're interested in following along with this series or just cleaning videos in general, make sure to hit the subscribe button to my channel. I post new videos about cleaning and lifestyle on a weekly basis. And let's take a look at what we need to do. So the very first area is my shoe rack. This is what we're dealing with. Right here we have empties that I've been meaning to throw away and I just haven't thrown them away. I have a couple of shoe boxes, a travel case, and then all of my winter shoes out. So this definitely needs organization. That's place number one. Second place is my bar cart. This is definitely just such a problem area for me. It's always looking like a mess and it just becomes like a drop zone for things that aren't bar cart related. The very last area is the entryway. This is always looking like a mess, so we definitely need to do something about this. Truly all it really needs is a dusting, so I'm going to take every shoe off and then we will dust it down. These are pretty much like my quote-unquote winter shoes, but it hasn't been like super heavy winter here, at least where I am on the East Coast. Like traditionally we'd get like multiple snowstorms and I don't even think we've had one this winter, which is kind of wild. For when we do get snowstorms, I feel like I still am not like as equipped as I could be. I don't have like heavy snow boots. But I do have my Allbirds, which are good for like snow. They're like the wool muzzlers, I think. They're supposed to be good for like wet weather. And then I recently got a pair of UGG rain boots. And they have like a little bit of height to them. And I kind of like that. But I feel like those would be like my snow boot shoes right now. So we're relying on you, UGG rain boots. So I dusted off the shelves of this rack here with my Method spray. So to each shoe, I'm just taking a damp cloth. This is just damp with water. I'm actually just dusting them because sitting there, some of them got dusty. I don't wear all of them as often. And then some of them were so dusty that I took the vacuum to them and just kind of vacuumed stuff up. It just like seemed easier. Like the shoelaces were dusty and just like I wanted to get the crevices quicker. And once that's been done and the rack has dried, just gonna put everything back on there. So let's go through this box of trash, basically. I've been collecting these empties probably since the start of winter / late fall, so maybe November, October. It's time to get rid of them. So I think I have a couple of these. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream Fragrance Free. This is the moisturizer that I use at night, and obviously I go through it. This is the Innisfree Hydrating Cleansing Foam with green tea. I really I actually literally did not end up using this on my face. I actually ended up using it as a shaving cream, which is what I do with like body wash products or face products that I don't really want to put on my face. I just end up using it up as a shaving cream for my legs. So I got a little freaked out by the scents in this product. I generally like to go like scent free. I can have really sensitive skin at times, so I just wanted to use it up that way. This is the Moroccan Oil Protect and Prevent Spray. This is a hairspray. I really liked the scent of it when I got a sample of it, but then I got the full size of it and I was so sick of the scent by the end of it. So I'm glad that I actually finished this up. Two like sun care related products here. This is the Kula Scalp and Hair Mist Sunscreen. And then I also have the Kula Water Refreshing Mist Sunscreen. I actually didn't finish these, but they did expire in September of 2022. So I've been meaning to throw them away. It's not that I didn't like them, I just wasn't using them as frequently and I just didn't finish using them. And I just don't want to mess around with using expired sunscreen because it starts to lose its effectiveness. So I just don't want to end up using them. Next here is the First Aid Beauty. This is their moisturizer for sensitive skin. I really liked this product. This was a 2-ounce one and it took me, I think like 5 or 6 months to finish this up, so that was worthwhile. I think it was like $15. Oil absorbing sheets. I use a lot of these. I have a couple of samples that I didn't end up using that I'm going to throw away. A couple of these are like the Origin sample and a Murad exfoliating cleanser in there. I just think they're old. Same with this REN AHA toner. I just never ended up using this. An REN product that I really liked is the Glow Daily Vitamin C Gel Cream. The only thing with this is really expensive. It's like almost $70, I think. And with that price point and I think the rate that I was going through this, I just decided not to repurchase. I'm also in tretinoin, so I think there's like conflicting opinions about how tretinoin works with vitamin C and if you should be using them together. And plus I think the amount of vitamin C in this product is so low that it like wouldn't even matter. So I just decided it really isn't worth the monetary investment for me at this time. This is the Necessaire The Body Serum. I did not like this product. It was not super moisturizing, but it was so expensive. I think this is it's either $30 or $40, but for a body moisturizer, when my good old Neutrogena does the trick, this was too much money for not enough working. This is the Unite 7-Second Detangler. This is a leave-in conditioner. I use this every time that I wash my hair. Sometimes I use it to like freshen up my hair as well. I really love the scent of this and I am constantly repurchasing this. This product is worth the money to me. Here is a cheaper moisturizing lotion. This is the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I mainly use this on my hands during the summer because it's pretty lightweight and doesn't really have a scent or anything. I also would use it on my body from time to time, but definitely really like this product. This is the moisturizer on my body that I use pretty much daily. It's the fragrance-free Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream. I really like this stuff. It's pretty thick. It goes on the skin easily. I use it every time after I shower and would definitely recommend checking out if you're in the market for a new body lotion. This is the La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser. I use this every day as a daily cleanser, usually in the shower, but if I don't have a shower in the evening, I would also just use it on my face in the sink. Love this stuff. Been repurchasing it for a while. Definitely a good product for me. This is the Innisfree Daily Glow Mist. I bought this when like face sprays were really trendy. I think I've had this maybe for a year and a half, and this thing was on its last leg for a while. There was like such a little amount of product left. I think you can even, there's like the tiniest bit left, but it's not spraying anymore. But she put up a good fight. She lasted for such a long time, and towards the end of this, I was just kind of sick of it. I don't really think it had like a ton of benefits to the face other than smelling nice. So that, I mean, that's good. We love that, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing this for now. This is the Innisfree Hydrating Cream with green tea. I ended up just using this on my neck and like chest area because again, it's very heavily scented and I didn't want to use it on my face similar to their cleanser. So I just ended up using it on my body, and this stuff, like, it lasted me a while. Even just as a sample, it still lasted me a long time. So glad to have used that up. This is the CeraVe Ultralight Moisturizing Lotion. I tried this out for the first time this summer, and I was using it at the point that I filmed my tretinoin routine. So if you want to see how I use this product, check that out. This was good. I would repurchase it, but I just have a couple of other Neutrogena moisturizers with sunscreen to get through, so just gonna hold off on getting that again for now. This is the Soap and Glory Flake Away Body Scrub. I really love the scent of this, and I am using the Pacifica body scrub right now, but I always like to have a body scrub on deck, and this was a good one. It's definitely very exfoliating. It has like really thick beads in it, so would recommend it if you're in the market. This is the Inkey List Retinol Eye Cream. I actually didn't finish this, but I am going to be decluttering it because I think at this point it's expired. I think it's like well over 2 years old at this point for me. And I'm also using tretinoin, so I don't want to interfere with like another retinol. I just want to stick to tretinoin, I think. This is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. I am always going through this. I'm always using these up, and I always have a couple on deck. Definitely really love this product. Very moisturizing for my skin. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I actually have a couple of sunscreens to get through, including like 2 more bottles of this one. So I like this one. It's really great under makeup, and they take forever to get through. So this is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I think at this point, this had gotten a little old. I think once it starts to hit like 7 to 9 months, I will throw out the mascara. I think the recommended is like 3 months, but I try to be diligent about that. I just don't want to be getting like any type of sty or eye infection from my mascara. This is the Derma E Vitamin C Bright Eyes Hydrogel Patches. I know there's still a couple more in this pack, but it actually expired in November of 2022, so I am just going to declutter it. I don't want to put like things in my eye that are potentially expired, and that might just be because there's vitamin C in it, but it doesn't smell that good. So I'm pretty confident in my decision about throwing this out. And the very last thing that I have in here is the Vanilla Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm. I really love this stuff that's in the box. It got like pretty greasy towards the end, but I love this stuff for removing my makeup on a daily basis. I think it does a great job, and I have another one of this already on backup, so I will continue using this. So that is everything that I have in my little empties pile, and now I can finally throw out my trash. I don't know why I've been saving it. I guess for this, but there you go. I'm back in the mess that is this entryway, and this is always such a pain point for me. At this point, I don't know if there's like too much I can do in terms of like reorganizing it, but I think I'm gonna do what I usually do, take everything out and then put it all back, see what I can declutter, see what can be moved somewhere else, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, this space is just like not efficient. We don't have a entryway closet, coat closets, only one closet here, so this is what we gotta deal with. We're also a shoes off household, so all of the shoes are supposed to go, all of the like daily wear shoes are supposed to go in that basket, but they don't really fit, so sometimes it's hard to put them away. So I went through these baskets like relatively recently, so I'm not going to go through it again, but I am just like removing them so that I can actually wipe the surfaces in this space. And again, using the Pink Method spray here to wipe down all of the furniture. That little pink polka dot bag that you see is a pile of donations that I need to drop off to a donation center, and I end up removing it because it's like broken and it's just been sitting there for a while. So and then I found like these little black scuff marks on the wall, and I'm like 99% sure is from the tennis racket being here, but then I got so determined to get them out. I was literally scrubbing this with my rag. I got out a Lysol wipe, I think, so I could like get more product on it almost to kind of like help get it out. I was literally sweating after this. Like, I was cleaning intensely at this moment. I needed to get these black marks out so badly. And I wanted this wall to look spotless. I think some of the black marks are still a little faint here, but I got most of it out, so I felt pretty proud of that. Then I'm just wiping down this bench. This is definitely like a drop zone area for us, and you can like sit on the bench if you want to put on your shoes, but there's usually too much stuff on it. But maybe one day we'll get to that clean slate of a bench. And also just wiping down the baseboards. It definitely had been a while since I last did this in this area. And then also kind of getting the wall here. It didn't have like black scuff marks like the other wall that I was dealing with, but it did have some type of marks. And then also just kind of reorganizing the coats that are hanging up here. And there is everything that I'm dealing with that I have to put away. It's a lot of stuff that fits over there. But then I gave the space a quick vacuuming. Okay, I want to talk about my shoes really quick because I've really been liking them. So these are the Hoka slides, like recovery slide. And I think it's an older model because they like weren't full price when I got them, but they have been so comfortable. They're like replacing my UGG slippers. So then I also did something that hadn't been done in a while to this area, which is Swiffering it with a cloth and the Method wood floor cleaner. And this just brings like a sweet almond scent to the apartment or whatever space that you're using it in. So it's kind of nice. It kind of signifies that, oh, this was cleaned recently. These floors were cleaned. And I bet you these floors got pretty dirty because all of the shoes that track in here and everything. So this was definitely due. And then once that was all done, I got to put everything away. The best part. I like rearranged some things, like I moved light bulbs that were in that black bench before. I moved them to a drawer. I just like took some things that were sitting on the bench and like moved them somewhere else. So I think it looks a lot better now. Like a little less cluttered. I mean, still cluttered, don't get me wrong. Like this is not a perfect space, but I think I did a good job. Like I did the cleaning that it needed at that very present time. So quick laundry intermission here. There's always laundry going on. You know, laundry is like the way of life. So just getting a load folded here. Okay, so we're here at the final cleaning destination, which is this bar cart. It gets super dusty and things collect on it that aren't bar related. So we're gonna take everything off, dust them off. We're gonna dust the cart itself and around it, and then we'll put what makes sense back on. So yeah, this bar cart is like due for like a real makeover one day. I want to get certain storage containers and like cool bottles to hold the liquor maybe, and maybe like string lights or something. I want to do a whole bar makeover one day, but it's just not a priority right now. So therefore it just sits here and kind of gathers things. And like I said, we don't have a closet or like a ton of space in the front, so maybe it makes sense for this to like gather things like dog toys and just like toiletries sometimes before they make their way into the bathroom. It's just what it is for now, but one day you might see like a bar makeover in this apartment. And so my method with the bar cart, the way to tackle it is to literally take everything off and just know that you're gonna have to dust every single thing on there. I like to wipe the bottles down with a clean rag, as well as wipe all of the shelves down. This time I decided to enlist the help of the Dyson here. He's gonna get like the majority of the dust up, and then I'm gonna go in with my rag. I feel like this was a good strategy because usually the rag is like filled with dust after this. So this was the move. Kind of bar related, but I've been really more interested in like learning more about mixology and like just stuff about bartending and stuff like that. So I rented a book from the library. It's called How to Cocktail: Recipes and Techniques for Building the Best Drinks. And I feel like it's been like a really simple, like straightforward book with all of the classic recipes that you want to know. And then they also give you like a little bit of a description, like a tiny blurb of the history behind the drink. So it's been a good book so far, and I'm definitely on the lookout for like more cocktail related books that aren't like heavy reading at this point, and just trying to get like a good grasp on like the classic drinks, like I think it's like the 8 classic cocktails. Like once you know how to make those drinks, then you know how to make like any drink. So just kind of learning about it. It's just been fun to learn more about it. And it's funny because I'm not even like a very heavy drinker. Like I'll have 1 drink a week. I know we had a drink in like my last video, we had a margarita together, but like that's literally all I'll have. Like that'll be it for the week, and I'll have 1. I'm just interested in like learning more about the stuff behind the drink. So like I said, I wipe off each bottle individually. This is a dry wash rag here. So this Google Home here is from when like Spotify was giving them away for free, and it's just been in our home ever since. And I think I've said this before, but the only 2 things we use it are to ask the weather and set a timer, or ask it what the time is. Okay, so it has 3 roles, but it does a good job at those 3 roles. Oh, sometimes it plays music. So now everything is away, and we can enjoy the clutter-free, quote-unquote, bar cart for now until, you know, stuff starts piling up naturally. But we can enjoy it for now. So that will wrap it up for this week's cleaning video, spring cleaning edition. Definitely stay tuned for some more spring cleaning videos in the works. I hope this could give you some motivation and inspiration to get some cleaning done of your own. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos on a weekly basis from me, and I'll see you in the next one.